Hello folks, this is Manelman and almost done with Parallel Worlds. Yes, it takes me a while because I tend to get distracted rather easily. I'm to the end pretty much, and Kaku was describing how a intergalactic civilization might survive the death of its own universe by finding ways to step into another one. And one of the ways that he suggested was that they would be able to create a nanobot or a similar thing, have it go through a wormhole. This is given to understand that a wormhole is very ridiculously small in size, that a person or other object couldn't fit through it. You'd have to work at the atomic level. Code it with information to build a universe with the means of life being supported. Now, reading a lot of that, and then just now reading a statement by Stephen Hawking saying that if the universe had gone just a bit one way or the other, that the universe would have collapsed. And that how well things have been detailed and how well things have been laid out. It's almost like, okay, nobody's seeing the connection here. Maybe our universe is a result of something like that. Maybe God was a Type 3 or higher civilization who in their own universe found that while they couldn't physically save themselves, they could save the conditions that allowed them to exist. Now, that's the slippery slope because you can say, well, they did that, but who, of course, made their universe and so on up the tree? I'm not going to even begin to say I can explain that. For all we know, maybe their universe wasn't stable. Maybe their form of life had to fight severe problems with the laws of physics as they saw them, and in time, because of the strength of their civilization being able to control not only their planet but stars and galaxies, maybe they fine-tuned their own universe. And these are the qualities that they found suitable. And with that, then they said, okay, well, our universe is almost dead, but we're going to give ourselves or another universe a chance to start over right. And through trial and error, they set up this universe with all the laws and everything fine-tuned. With all their work basically being done, that was the lab tests, and this is the this is the make or break. I don't know what happened to them. Time flows differently everywhere around, so for all we know, they might still be around in their own universe anyway. So that was that part of what I wanted to think about, and then you fine-tune it even more to life on this planet. What if, following that idea, what if we are a close enough representation of their universe that to give us all the exact same starting points, granted, screwed up laws of physics aside, what if to make it a perfectly ideal start, they set things in motion that our world would be the one that a form of life or a form of intelligent life would form on. Maybe in their universe, at a spot about where we are now on Earth circling the sun, is where their home world was. Not maybe in a Milky Way galaxy or a spiral galaxy. It could have been any one of different galaxies, but just that spot in the universe. And that's a slippery slope too, because you have to wonder, the idea of Earth being created is not new. The earliest, and I know there's far earlier ones than this. The two I know of are religious texts. All of them say that the Earth was somehow created. Everything from Christianity to Scientology to Zionism. I mean, everything had a way for the Earth to be in existence. And then you have, aside from religious, you have quote-unquote fictional text. This would be like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which suggested that the planet Megathera or something along those lines, a planet whose industry was creating other worlds. That they were the ones who made our world as it sits. Of course, that doesn't explain the universe, how that could be so fine-tuned, but it's an alternate explanation from, somebody taking 7 days to create everything. So, because you imagine construction does not go slow, or does not go fast, it goes very slow. And thinking of it on a planetary scale, I mean, that's just, you're talking billions of years here, possibly. There are some places like Star Trek's The Wrath of Khan with the Genesis probe, where terraforming can be done in moments. At the most maybe hours, just depending on the size of the planet. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on that. I've been trying to get my video stuff to work, but I had some troubles with my microphone, which are settled now, obviously. But just let me know what you guys think. And was going to do one on light speed or constants, and I'll probably do that later. But let me know what you think, because the more I read about this stuff, the more fascinated I'm getting in it again, and the more I'm trying to see things from an outsider point of view. And I know most of these have probably come up and debated and shot down already, but I don't know it, so I'm putting the ideas out there. If anybody knows, maybe there was an argument at some point saying, well, taking this idea and running with it, what would that apply to our universe now? Don't know. Maybe God was a nanobite or a little nanobot, just following a pre-programmed course. Be interesting, wouldn't it?